Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Brand new week. Let's see how we can recover from our losses from last week right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. Okay, hopefully you guys watched my video from yesterday. Um, we're coming off of definitely a red week. We're coming into, or I should say, we're almost getting to the end of a red month in February, but we still have pretty much an entire trading week, about 5 trading days left in February to see if we can turn it around, see if we can at least fight our way back. That's all we have to do. You got to have that fighting spirit, and that's the spirit that I've got. That's what we're going to go for. So I had to make a decision this morning. Um, First of all, I know the charts look a little different than what we're used to. I'm going to explain to you guys that right after I get into what I did this morning. So made the decision, went into my Top Step dashboard this morning, and our eval that we were going was at negative $800. So I had about a $260 buffer for today to trade, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm resetting my mentality. I am brand new week. I'm going to reset the account. So second reset on this challenge, and I feel good about it. So we're starting at today pretty much at even, and I am going to start trading the strategies with that. I'll be looking for gold session 2. Excuse me. Gold session 2, and I'm sorry, gold and oil session 2. That's what I'm going to be looking for today. I want to see how the strategies react. As I stated in my video yesterday, we're down about 60 something ticks in session 2 in oil. We are pretty much break even on gold for February. So really hoping here that oil session 2 kind of continues on and starts to kind of get hot here. Why do the charts look different? Well, as you guys know, I purchased a new PC early last week, actually even the week before, but I was out of town, so got it installed. Man, I was having an absolute nightmare with my graphics card, which I was super excited about. I had a NVIDIA card, a 4060, and I thought it was hot shit, and it turned out to be a piece of shit. Not necessarily just the card, but I think that there was actually something wrong with my hardware. I was just having a really hard time connecting all my monitors. So made the drastic decision yesterday at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon to go out and purchase another brand new PC and get everything reloaded. And I finished at about 1:30 in the morning. It is a big undertaking to do that. And honestly, my biggest fear is just having something wrong in the ATM strategies. I actually almost redid everything. It's very clean right now. I removed, well, let's just look at this ATM strategies. I only got like 4 of them in there. So before there was a list that was just an absolute insanity. I'm hoping that all my settings are right. I've had a chance I went through everything last night. I'm going to have a chance here right before the market opens just to do one clean sweep of everything and hope that everything is obviously in order. But I've got all my monitors working. I've got the desktop software that I need to split up all my monitors into desktops. Everything looks great. I actually am enjoying this color scheme thing that I got going on here. Hopefully you guys too. I mean, this used to be really dark here. So let me know if you like this scheme, or if you like the darker the darker scheme a little bit better. But that's what I got for right now. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's just go over really quickly. I didn't trade yesterday. I don't really see any reason to trade on holidays that, that they have pretty much a half day of trading. So trading here halted at about 12 o'clock, not about, at 12 o'clock Central Time. And you could just tell, I mean, this gold trade was 5 ticks. It would have been a loser, but 5 ticks, I mean, there's just no room there. There's absolutely zero room for any type of, you could see went up maybe 2-3 ticks, came back down. Just not really worth trading. And then in oil, session 1 would have worked for 15 ticks. Decent sized trade, still on the much smaller side. And then session 2 would have been a 6-tick loser, which 6 ticks in oil is an absolute tiny trade. I don't think I've ever really seen one that small in our normal sessions. So again, just really no reason to be trading, at least in my opinion. I was even looking at the ES and the NQ yesterday. They barely moved. But to each their own. So let's see, guys. I'm excited. Let's see what we can get here. I'm really hoping for a green day. Kind of hope to turn it around. I'll see you guys here a little bit for my trade recaps and my recap for the end of the day.
Order canceled.
All right, so here's our first trade of the day in gold. So we get activated here into the short. You can see the red inside bar. That is where I am. I based this strategy off of. So I'm just really looking to see where price action wants to go outside of that inside bar, and I take that between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Central Time. So as you guys can see, clear uptrend, few pullbacks. So you've got some legs up over here on price action, and right away we got that push downwards, which is what I like to see out of this type of strategy. And then we kind of get here a retest back into that same range. And now we're just looking for, hopefully, sellers to kind of step in and continue with price action, going down. Hopefully, obviously, to our full take profit here. The way that I calculate my stop loss is I have a source bar to the left of my inside bar, and that is the bar that I use in this case, if we're going for a short, I put my stop loss at the top of that bar. Based off of where my entry is and that stop loss, it's 17 ticks. So I am looking for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So you can see that my take profit is also at 17 ticks and in gold on the E-mini, that's $170 profit or $170 loss. Here, price action kind of starts to fizzle out a little bit, but then you kind of see the sellers really starting to step in strong and having a really good feeling about this trade to take full take profit. And it's only a matter of seconds here, and full take profit on gold. Nice trade.
Target filled. Order canceled.
All right, so here is oil session 2. This ends up being a pretty stupid mistake on my part. I'll explain it a lot more in depth, what happened on this trade in my recap at the end of the video. But I lowered my risk down, so I went down to the MCLs, 3 micro contracts, and I always look at the CL chart based off my entries, so I actually got in at the wrong IB bar here, which really, this thing took me long, and I should have been short from about 2 candles prior on the CL chart. So my mistake. Another thing too is my bracket orders didn't come through. Not sure what happened there, so I ended up closing out this trade manually for a small loss.
Stop filled. Order filled. Order submitted.
All right, so here we get some bonus coverage. I love it when I'm able to actually record these 15-minute Rob reversals. It's it's a nice thing. I was actually in front of the charts when this happened, so the whole thing worked out really well. We get activated here into, like I said, the 15-minute Rob reversal. So we get the pattern, closes underneath the 8 EMA, and we get activated into the short. Initially, we don't get the strong push that we're looking for. First of all, this trade ends up taking about 33 minutes, so it was a long trade. We finally get the push that we're looking for, and we get a very, very strong push. We actually come, I don't know, maybe a point or two away from hitting our full take profit here. So, and again, this could be an area where traders might take profit out. I have really changed my approach these last 7-8 months to really stay in trades to see the finality of them. Either full stop or full take profit. Even if you were to have, let's just say, a break even. You take a break even on here, you actually get knocked out of this trade again. So I believe it ends up going, almost touching our break even point, or at least really close to it. And you miss out on this trade, which obviously you can tell probably from the thumbnail that this trade hits. We're looking for 35 points of take profit, 35 points of stop loss. So this is $700 in the funded account. I also trade this in cash with 2 micro, the MNQ. So that's $140 of risk and reward. This is a banger. We get full take profit here. Awesome trade.
Target filled.
Damn, that was an exciting ass session of trading. I'm telling you, sometimes you need one good day to kind of bring you back, bring the mental side back into trading. Just trust your instincts, trust your gut, and trust what you've been doing. Now, did I make some mistakes today? Yes. Am I the king of mistakes on YouTube? Yes. Does anybody else show their mistakes on YouTube? Absolutely not. So what mistakes did I make? Well, you guys just saw, I don't know what the hell happened. Honestly, I don't really know what happened in oil, but it doesn't even end there. What my strategy was was I was going to take gold session 1. I took it on the GC, so an E-mini contract. We hit on that. I think we won $170 on that one. And then on this trade, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to move down to the MCL. I'm going to be conservative trader Rob, and went down to 3 micro contracts of the MCL and set up my order, got into the trade. Bracket orders didn't show up, was trading it below in my cash account. Those bracket orders worked perfectly fine. So I could kind of see where my stop loss was going to be at. And once I got stopped out on my cash account, I pretty much just closed out this trade. Not the best trade, but it doesn't even end there. Because what do I tell all the people in my Discord as far as trading this oil strategy? Go off of the CL chart, not the MCL. I say this every single time. What do? I am trading the MCL now on my Top Step account and on my cash account. Normally, I've got the CL chart right above me, and that's what I go off of my entry on my cash. Well, today, I just totally screwed that up royally, because let's take a look at the chart in oil. Session 1, loser. Didn't trade it on the eval, didn't trade it on the cash account, nothing. No worries. Second session, this is the one I really wanted to get into. Where did I get in? I got in right here. Let me just take this stupid tool out. I get in on this inside bar because that's the inside bar that the MCL showed for the first one in session 1. Yeah. I mean, that was dumb. That was dumb. You could see this inside bar. Let's look at the chart. Where is it at? I think it was right here. Only one, not the other one. The other one got ticked out right here. So if I would have followed my strategy and if I would have followed my rules, and honestly, I obviously didn't do it on purpose, but I just didn't see it. This would have been a awesome winner in session 2, which I'm happy about. I mean, I'm honestly even I lost 50 something bucks, but that's not really honestly what I'm concerned about. Concerned about, one, made a mental mistake, so wrote that into my journal. 2, session 2, winner 25 ticks. Awesome. Now that goes into my back testing results for session 2, brings down that loss for February now in session 2, brings the gap much closer down. And if we take a look at gold, beautiful trade off the inside bar, 815, 17 ticks. That's where we got our $170. You guys saw that trade. And then the awesome trade that able to record the entire thing was the Rob reversal. See if I can open this up here a little bit. There we go. So, oh man, I've still getting used to the new charts and everything. It's getting there. It's getting really good. I actually really like it. It looks really clean. I even said to myself, like, this is even easier on my eyes. I like it. I like it a lot. So we get our setup here at about 10:15 in the morning. We get activated to the short. So again, your entry would be right where that triangle is at, but for visual representation, right there. Okay. So if you guys are watching that one tick below, I don't know, that's not really right there. If you guys are watching this trade live, you guys saw that this trade didn't activate right away. It activated, I think, in about 4 minutes into this candle. But what do we get? We get the strong push down, full take profits, $700 on the funded account. Booyah, baby. And we've got the cash account that took it with 2 micros. So that added $140. Ended up on the cash account. Let's see here. On my cash account, $208 up with that stupid little snafu on the oil. I mean, just think about how well that would have done today. I'm not complaining. Kind of am, but I'm not really. $700 on the funded account, which is awesome. And plus 116 on the Top Step account, which would have also been probably up $220. I seem to always get the mistakes recently always seem to not go in my favor. But what are you going to do? Sometimes it happens in trading. So today was a very good example of sticking to your routine, sticking to your process. You obviously have to have belief in your strategies. It's one day. Not saying that this whole thing is going to completely turn around and now I'm going to go into a green February. But my cash account is about less than $100, maybe $100 away from getting at least back to break even on cash. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the day. Happy with the results. Hopefully you guys took the trades. Let me know in the comments below. I needed this one. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Happy trading, everyone.